Hey, collective! Good morning! I love you. We love you. We love you so much. We are so happy to be here. We are so grateful for all our blessings. We're truly blessed and highly favored, and everything works out for us because we speak abundantly. We are our own cheerleaders, and that's what makes you a master manifester, by speaking positive, by knowing your worth, by having self-love, and then it trickles out into the universe. My name is Patience. I am your psychic intuitive host of Spirit News on Spotify, where we teach you about your non-physicalness. And I'm here with another random collective read to read the energy, to see what Spirit wants us to know. I don't control what comes out. It's just whatever Spirit guides me to. And I hope that it's helpful. I am a childhood psychic that started developing her gift 4 years ago through the help of my spirit team. And it's my honor to bring the messages forward to and 111 in hopes that it helps whoever needs it to get a higher perspective of what they already know. Remember, this is energy, so it has no gender. It can be past, present, or future. Spirit said bolognese. Does someone like bolognese? Bolognese sauce. Also, be your own leader of discernment. Not every message is going to be for you. You have to know what's right and what's not, and it's okay if it's not right. There's plenty of other readings that you can be guided to. If you just ask your spirit guides, they'll set your algorithm for you, and we'll see what comes through. Just remember, this message is going to be for somebody, okay? I love you so much. Let's begin. All right, Spirit, where should we go to first? You know what? Let's do a song. I love doing songs. It makes me happy. Let me get my crystal. All right, Spirit, can we please have a song with lyrics? Let me see. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. I Don't Want to Dance by Charlotte Lauren. Like we promised, I'll be honest. Oh, so some kind of breakup or something that's ending, or something that someone, maybe a secret that someone was trying to keep. I don't want to dance, I don't want to be your baby. Why am I still standing in a crowded room? It makes me lonely. If it makes me lonely. I'm so done with lying all the time, mind over matter over mind. So someone who's always in their mind, maybe lying to themselves about how they feel. I don't recognize me at all. I don't want to dance. I don't want to be your baby. I'm losing control. Someone who's losing control as the crash happens. The paper walls are collapsing. Couldn't stop it from happening. Why did I care so much? You should know the truth is I don't want to dance. I don't want to be your baby. I don't recognize me at all. So someone who may be living a lie, they may have been pretending to be something they're not, and now their walls are crumbling. Maybe something happened that, or they can't pretend anymore, which is very, obviously, if you're not being authentic to yourself and you're living a life that's a lie, eventually it's going to come to an end. So let's see. All right, Spirit. Spirit said Diane. Spirit said Diane. Okay, let's see. So many choices. I always have so many choices. We'll do the blue cards. All right. Oh, you know what? Let me do a book. Spirit said Gemini, so maybe someone who's two-faced. Not that Geminis are two-faced, but I think Geminis are the twins. So it could be something where it's dealing with two people, or maybe even siblings. I don't know. We'll tap in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spirit, can I have another clue, please, for what's going on? Jewelry, daily life, necklace. So someone who has drawn attention to maybe, something more sexual nature, unconscious expression of aware sexual nature, animal collars are worn around the neck and used to restrain or control. Someone who's used to decorating or wearing some kind of metaphorical necklace or chain, something that's been chaining someone down, the, or weighing someone down. It says a necklace that's too heavy or attached to a lead may suggest a loss of control. They're literally being weighed down. They wanted to look at themselves as differently, or they couldn't see themselves. They wanted to be looked at as a rebel and make obvious statements to stand out. Actualizes. They're trying to actualize some kind of image of a rebel, but they ended up wearing cuffs or feeling handcuffed. They wanted to appear worthy. Okay. Alrighty. Now we'll do cards. How do I get a moderator? I don't know. How do I do it? Convince a stranger to join your cult. We had this yesterday. Someone may have, it doesn't have to be a cult, but definitely like a group or a community of people, or maybe a friend circle that this person may have started a friend circle under some kind of false pretenses, or 1920s. They started it under a lie. They basically started a group under a lie. Do I make other people, hey South Africa, how do I do a moderator? I don't know. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know how to do moderator. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm new to this. I don't know. So this group of friends, or it doesn't have to be a cult, but it's definitely something. It says convince a stranger to join your cult. So this person definitely may have convinced people under false pretenses, under something inauthentic, to join some kind of group or friend group or community. Grape. Spirit said grape. I don't know if anyone's eating grapes right now. Thank you, Smexigo. Tell your date you have rabies. But this person is kind of volatile. They're kind of toxic. They may have used dating as a way to have strangers make them believe that they're something they're not. And when you do that, you have to live that way for this group. When you pull strangers in under, the dream book said a sexual nature, so, and this says dating, and I just got confirmation. So they may have been yeah, they may have metaphorically died a little because they weren't honoring their true selves. They started a group under some kind of lie. What's the hardest part about being a ghost? Yeah, their original selves got snow. Their original selves got put out in the cold snow, and their real selves weren't pushed forward. It was just some kind of smexy. Well, I don't know. I see the M in there. So this person basically was living a lie, and they had to pretend to be something else, and so their real selves, yeah, they know everyone in this group is now saying no to them, perhaps. What else? There may have been something that happened where this group is now seeing them for who they really are, or this person is now realizing they're unhappy because they're not living authentically. Hey, Marge! How'd you end up going to jail? I whatever this person did, they weren't being authentic to themselves, and they created some kind of group on this false person that they or image they created to be a chastisement. Chastisement. Let me double check what chastise means.
Dark.
Spirit said they're dark and chastising. Let me see. Chastisement. Is the infliction of severe punishment. One who administers a gastigation of a gastigator. What? Can I have a better one? Severe criticism, a rebuke or strong reprimand. Corporal punishment, a beating. This person maybe had severe criticism of people in the group that they started. They may have they may have basically abused the people that they got into this group, and they possibly put them in like a mental jail or put themselves in a mental jail, or they literally are going to jail, because I had how'd you end up going to jail, but it doesn't have to be literal. It could be metaphorical for like a mental prison or even spiritual prison. Explain TikTok to someone who's never used that. They could be on TikTok. They could have used strangers in their TikTok to go against somebody, to chastise people. Maybe they have like some kind of social media platform where they're a troll. You know, they make fun of people, or they purposely use their social media platform to do toxic things. Wow, that popped out. Petition your work to allow you to have a specific parking spot for your horse. This person was on a high horse. They felt a sense of power from this, a sense of control. They did it for position. They wanted people to view them in a certain way, and they thought that doing this, or they were just, I don't know what they thought. They thought that appearing to be this rebel, to appearing to be this person of authority on social media was attracting people towards them that thought that they had some kind of power or something. If the busiest day of your life, dense, Spirit said dense, it's the busiest day of your life, how'd it unfold? This person, qualifying. So I'm getting that this person may have taken on some kind of business that they weren't really qualified for, and that's how this began, because it's under what's the hardest part about being a ghost. So this is like the switch where they started to be something they weren't, ignoring who they really are and not putting any work into who they really are, making them a ghost of their former selves. They may have started some kind of business on the social media platform or in their life. It doesn't have to be on social media, but definitely some kind of business that they can't seem to keep up with, or this business was based on a false identity, so they might be finding it hard. It might be a mental prison for them to actually like operate in this way. Describe the future of the person to your right. Yeah, they didn't plan for the future. They just were in the moment. They just thought it would be a great way to get clout, to get energy. Oh my gosh.
Lisa.
Spirit said Lisa. Um, this person may have started some kind of business venture that wasn't based on them, and so they didn't really plan for the future. They didn't really think about how it would affect them in the future, is what I'm getting. But now that they're in it, they could possibly end up going to jail, or it's just or it's just a mental jail, because they're starting to be weary. They're starting to be depressed because they're pretending to be something they're not. It's something, when you do that, it's something you have to keep up appearances about. You have to do work to sustain this image that you've created because it's not real. The tagline for a new restaurant is, yeah, they have to keep up appearances, and they're getting tired of it because there's a lot of people that they joined into this thing that are operating from them being a certain person that they're not. And so people are starting to petition their work because they're toxic and they could possibly be very chastising, um, very abusive in how they talk to people because they feel like some kind of control that way or something, or they fear people realizing that they're not who they say they are. Record a for record the voicemail for your new phone. They may have for this new like image they have, they may have confused themselves because I think they could be on social media or something, or they're doing something that requires repetitive.
Was killed.
He was killed. It requires repetitive pattern of like it's a job of something that they're doing is something they have to keep up with, something that a lot of people see, something that keeps them busy, something that they may be recording on their phone or something, but it's not whatever it is, it was never for them to begin with. Interesting. Make a Facebook post. I told you, it's something on social media. Make a Facebook post about your love of mac and cheese. They're starting to run out of material. They're starting to run out of whatever it is they're posting about is not authentically them. They're starting to just post about their love of mac and cheese. It's starting to become food posts now. It could be about food. Maybe they thought they could be a chef or something. Convince a cop you are speeding for a good reason. They've convinced themselves that they're this person. Describe the future of the person to your right. They've convinced themselves of and other people of this person they are, and they may have actually done something illegal because I have cop and going to jail. So it could be quite literal that they're going to jail for something that may be part of this group. They convinced a cop that, you know, this is who they are, but they may have committed some kind of fraud or something. I'm getting. Spirit, what does this person do? Ooh, they feel really yucky. Here, let me cleanse my field. They feel like they have no energy. They're low. Sun. Okay. There you go. That's better. Thank you. And I'll do the little bell too. Cover your ears. Thank you. That's better. Okay. What else? Describe the first time on the internet. I'm telling you. This could be an older person trying to be younger. They're trying to pretend to be younger. They're acting younger, but at the same time, they're getting older. What's the hardest part about being a ghost? And describe the future of the person you're right. Yeah, this is an older person who's trying to be someone younger or pretending like they're younger. Explain why you have 12 pets in the house. Oh, they could potentially have these people that they've convinced to join their group living with them or something like that. Maybe like some kind of weird commune or something. So that's why they find it hard to constantly be someone else because there's always someone around them expecting them to be who they say they are, but they're not. So they're starting to get worn out. What is the most Google search by your grandparents? I cannot make it up. This person is Googling what
dress,
dress. This person's Googling
video,
and watch she's oh I said she, I don't know if it's a he or she, but they're Googling because they're older. They could possibly be like an age to be a grandparent. I don't know if they are a grandparent, but they're an age where they could be, and they could be Googling like, what do the young people dress like? What are the watching videos of young people so they can reenact it, because they've created this whole situation with at least 12 people who may live with them. I have another Google. What's the most Google searched by your 10-year-old cousin? They could purposely be doing like research to find what the young people are doing these days so they can copy it. Oh, jeez. Ah, I can't lift this up. Why didn't you get into college? This person is starting to. This person's starting.
office,
Office. Yeah, this person's like sitting at their desk starting to ask themselves, why did I do this? How am I supposed to keep this up? Describe the future of the person to your right. Why didn't I get into college? They're starting to say, why didn't I go to college? Why didn't I work on myself? Why did I not develop myself? Why did, they're starting to see that you can't live this way. You can't live this way and authentically and expect for it to
intent,
you have to have intent. You have to, this person just thought of the moment. They were thinking of the attention it was getting them because they were addicted to social media. This is somebody who looked at social media as a way of validation, and they roped strangers through dating into believing that they're someone that they're not, and created a whole at an older age too, created a whole persona that they are finding hard to keep up with because it was never them to begin with. Spirit, what's this person doing now? Describe why you had a medical procedure. This person could possibly be older and need some kind of, maybe, I don't know, what happens when you're older? Maybe they're getting something that,
I don't know,
I don't know. It could be, oh, I see what you're saying, Spirit. It could be affecting their body. They could possibly be kind of like falling apart because this person is has manifested in a negative field, which when you have a distorted field and you've been operating in that field of distortion for so long without addressing it, it will actually manifest itself physically in your body as dis-ease, as ailments. So this person is pretending, not living their authentic self, and it may be starting to manifest itself in the body through sickness. This person could be getting sick. Ask a neighbor to borrow something from their house. They could have resorted to taking other people's, younger people's social media creations and making them their own to keep up with this facade. Borrowing something from a neighbor, a social media neighbor. They could be, yeah, they're definitely, I mean, it's not borrowing if you don't tell them and you don't ask, it's stealing. So this person's stealing other people's social media content to
hot,
hot hot, yes, thank you, Spirit, to keep their social media going because they can't admit to themselves that they have kind of made a mistake. What's the most unusual thing about your friend group from college? Mm, they may have actually convinced an old friend group. I think they don't want, okay. Spirit, tell me if I'm right or wrong. I think they could potentially be being chastised or called out by old friend group, by friends that know that that's not who they are. And it could potentially be getting in their heads about it. So they have to keep on doing
Look
materials.
for it.
They have to keep on looking for material to, because they want to prove to this old friend group that's calling them out on their BS that that's not who they are. So they're like, yes I am, watch this, I'm doing it, I'm doing the content, but it's really not them. They need to just admit that they made a mistake. Let's see what they need to focus on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Spirit, thank you so much. What can this person do? um, this person needs to be able to experience a setback and still believe in victory. They may feel an intense emotion in this moment, but a decision based on truth will be able to release what they're carrying and negative. It'll be able to release this negativity, this negative persona that they have created that wasn't based on that wasn't based on truth. Um, they need to be able to release what they carry on their shoulders about abandonment and expectations and standards, and um, decide to please themselves instead of other people. Uh, this may have affected their relationships, and created circumstances where their perspective is starting to change, and they're starting to see that they're not as comfortable as they thought they were, and they Spirit says they need to have a little more kindness to themselves and to face the fear and to have courage and to not worry about judgment, to have patience because it will be frustrating at times, but to have gratitude and less entitlement, more confidence and less insecurity, and to have more delight and less dread and enthusiasm, have more generosity and less selfishness. And then they'll have more peace, so they won't worry, but they need humility and they need to get rid of their pride because they focus so much on this distraction that it's changed the way that they are, and now they don't know what to improve. And Spirit says they need to just surrender, that they need to change and be themselves now. They need to make a decision. Wow. Okay. Alrighty then. Let's see how we can help. Let's see how we can help. Why did this person even do this to begin with? Celebration. Because they wanted to have celebration, collaboration, friendship. They thought they were gonna get blessed by doing this. They thought they were gonna have celebration, but everything's falling apart. Why is everything falling apart? What happened? What happened to this person? Oh, an obstacle. They thought it was going to be a creative opportunity, and it made them curious. It made them curious, but it wasn't enough because the way they went about it is creating obstacles right now. It's creating arguments, competition, tension, disagreements. Because this could be a Leo. It's creating instability for them and exertion. They're starting to get tired because they wanted to be the star. They wanted to be the star in reverse. They wanted to be looked at. It's because they went into doing something wanting clout, wanting attention, instead of whatever it is that they started on social media. It was already going to fail because they didn't start it with love. They didn't start it from their own cup. It was something and they're stealing from other people. That could be something they're going to get in trouble for stealing other people's content. Because they wanted to be a star. They wanted attention. Because they're unhealed. They're insecure. They took action, Knight of Swords. They took action in a place where they were scattered, disorganized, unfocused, compulsive, unpredictable. They actually had people join them and kind of brainwashed people into believing there's something they're not. These people could possibly even be living with with this person under false pretense. Spirit said they're a headache. Now their Wheel of Fortune is in reverse. Their Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. They're gonna have the resistance to change right now because they don't want to admit that they're messed up. They have a lot of people are going to be judging them from their past friend group. They're calling them out on their bullshit. So but the moon in reverse, Spirit says that it's possible to release fear. Sunglasses. You can wear sunglasses and you can get through this. This person is starting to gain clarity that they may have made a mistake. They're not living authentically. If Spirit is suggesting that if they want to reverse their Wheel of Fortune or fix it, then eventually they're going to have to admit that they're not who they say they are, and that it's not going to be the end of the world. Sure, it might be a little embarrassing and they'll have to let go of their social media, or maybe they could find something that they really like and spleen work. Spirit said spleen work. They have to get a backbone because they caused this issue, they caused the trouble. Now they have to, they have to carry that cross. They have to sleep in the bed they made, and they're not going to die or anything, but it will be a little embarrassing. The Chariot. They could have done something with the law. Something with the law. But they need to go in a new direction. They need to go in a new direction. They need to have movement forward. They can't keep operating, doing the same thing over and over again, because there's going to be lots of roadblocks and obstacles always, because it was never meant for them to begin with. 333. 333. Spirit, how can we close this out? This person is still trying to hold on to what they created. Five of Pentacles. They're going to have financial loss because of this. They could have possibly been profiting off of other people's content. They're going to have to... Gateway. They could potentially even be hurting other people's platforms just to get their content, which is, that's illegal too. So they're going to experience some hardships because they're going to get exactly what they put out. Energetically, that's how it works. It's the law of attraction. If you create something in this energy, then you're going to get back in the same energy what you created. So they're going to experience poverty, hardship, worry, need, because they gained off of other people, lied to people, pretended to be something they're not, stole from people, and they could potentially end up going to jail. Spirit, how can this person unfuck themselves? Hi, Ophelia. How can this person unfuck themselves? Forgiveness does not mean you are opening the door for the same sort of behavior as the past from either you or them. It might also include you're taking a stand for what you're willing to allow or not allow in your life. Yeah, this person needs to forgive themselves, and then other people will forgive them too for pretending to be something they're not. Oh, seance. Spirit just said seance. And they could have been doing some weird things with the seance. But I gotta go. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.